Hi guys, hopefully everything's alright. I'm just here to show you all my plants in blooms, only in blooms. I'm here in my sunroom. I sometimes video in my dining table, and I had one in my kitchen, but it's just that I can't, it's hard for me to remove some of the plants that are here in a sunroom that are in blooms and some in buds. So I'm just showing it for you. Hopefully you'll like it. This is I like this vibrant color. It was quite a huge plant before, but I've been cutting it off and then keep replanting it. It's a very tiny pot. If you see my hand around it, it's yeah, it's kalanchoe or kalancho, whichever you pronounce it right. So it's very vibrant. I love it. So nice looking. Yeah. And this one is Echeveria pelosina. I don't know if that's pronouncing it right. It's got yellow buds, and I think it's finishing its buds, and the other one is finished now. So yeah, and I have this fussy Echeveria. I thought it was Setosa, so I don't know if it's right or not. This was in a tiny pot. I replanted it a few weeks back, and it's kept reblooming and reblooming. This the one is finished, and this is the other one. It's just, I love the color, love it, and the fussiness of that. You know what I mean? Just so fussy. I love touching them. So it's forming another new plant from there. It's one plant, so yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. Some people cut their heads off but with their Echeveria, but I like my plants just the way they are. It's make them quite unique. But yeah, people are different. What they do with their plants is fine by me. So yeah, so that's the other one. And this one's quite finishing now. It's just 2 buds left. It's from this Echeveria. There's no name, so that's the other one. And I'm showing you another Echeveria here. This one, it's beautiful. It's Echeveria porposorum. So yeah, that's all the buds in there. So happy. And yeah, that's the plant. It's 2 separate plants. I put them together in one pot, and when I was planting them before, I was taking all those leaves off, some of them, and then I have propagated them, and these are the plants now. It's getting bigger from a very tiny pot. This is you know, drinking shots. I bought them, and yeah, so that's the ones. And I'll show you the other one. It's kalanchoe pink. This is I tried to separate separated this before. It has a month ago infested with oh god, what these bugs, I can't, what's I'll write it down. And it was the infestation. It was there were 4 of them were infested with that pest. I always have that pest, you know, that normally would know, because it always causes this kind of damage from its leaves underneath it. Yeah, it was I've noticed it because it seems like the plant is not really that happy, you know what I mean? It's not very shiny leaves, and there's something wrong with it. And I'm sure it wasn't the water and everything, but yeah, and then when I've looked, and then sometimes it takes a long time for you to determine what's going on, especially if you're working. Well, yeah, so anyhow, it has recovered a lot. I was planning to replant this one, or it's just that it's been wonky being like this. So yeah, but it's got a lovely pink just the vibrant color. It's kind of it's like welcoming summer. Yeah, it's April 16. Oh no, 17 I mean. So yeah, so it's still not really summer. So yeah, that's the other kalanchoe with no name. And this one is the Easter cactus. This is amazing. Just look at that. Just look at those blooms. My God, guys, come on. Who would not put a smile on its face with this one? It just come on the right time on Easter. This is the red one. I got Christmas cactus, which is pink and orange. This is red. Look at that. It's covered with blooms all the way around. It's so beautiful. I'll just put them on the floor. Yeah, my sunroom is just anyway, yeah, it's full of packed in here, and it's not really that organized. Yeah, so there it goes. Look at that. It's all covered. Yeah, I love it. And then during evening time, if they're not ready yet to drop off, they will just close its buds and then ready again for the following morning. And it's still got some budding there. Yeah, if you have a plant like Easter cactus, from what my observation is, don't dehydrate them too much. Don't hold water a lot or much of it, because or else the buds will just dry up and die. So you have to make it sure that the plant is not really that dried out completely. So yeah, just have to be very careful, because it happens to me many times that I forgot to water them. But yeah, so this one put a smile on my face. So these are the plants that are flowering in sunroom, and some are in buds. I can't even lift it up now. Right, put them back up. Right, I think I have to cut the video, and I'll show you the other two plants that are flowering. See you soon in a minute. Pause this. Hi, I'm back. So yeah, so this is another plant that's in flower, and one in bud. And this is the lovely flower of the plant. It's Midilina magnifica. It's originated from the Philippines, and it's a pendant plant flower. Yeah, look at that. That's a cool fact. It is. It's every single of this is a flower. This one is not the entire flower. This is just every single one of them are in buds. So that one is closing up. After some time, and it's open, it just drop off. What happened to this? You know, those dead ones. It's because I have dried this plant a lot. Like, it's dried out, and so some of the buds are dropping off, but it's still beautiful. You won't even notice if you look it far. So this is the entire plant. I had it for a while. This is a cold damage. It's not from the sunburn. So yeah, I put them in. I thought it loves it in a cool, but then it's quite cold for it. So yeah, so that's a cold damage. And this is another one. It's always giving me flowers every year. So this is the other one plant, and this is another one, a tiny one compared to that bigger one. This is begonia, begonia solimutata. I had this plant 2018, March 2018. So I'm quite very jealous of people who've got this kind of plant. They're so huge. This plant here in my environment doesn't really make bigger, and I don't know what's going on with this plant. It's holding back. I had this leaf quite bigger, and when slightly smaller and smaller, and now it's this. I don't know if because it's flowering, so I'm not sure what I've done wrong, but still alive. So yeah, I really do like this one. I found one video in YouTube. She has a huge solimitata. My god, I'm so jealous. Anyway, this is her bud. It's very tiny. So yeah, I like this begonia, beautiful begonia. And I have another plant here. It's the anthurium. This is my dining area. This anthurium has flowered me so many times. I'm sorry for the light. It just never stopped flowering. It's just flowers all the time. After a leaf, a flower comes out, and after a flower, a leaf comes out, and just alternate. And it's so beautiful, very pretty, beautiful plant. I've saved this one. I thought it's gonna die because I had it sunburn, and it was just suffering so much, so I cut it off. Two of it, you probably see the stump there. That one, that's the stump of it. I cut it off, and I put them in water, but it just died off. But anyhow, this one growth from it, and it's a kind of how many? There's few of them growth. So yeah, so I was just so happy, and that's a plant. And it's so beautiful, so shiny. Even the leaf is so shiny. Yeah. And another one, anthurium, which is yellow ones. This is a new flower that just opened. This is a probably, yeah. And yeah, it's just flowering again. Okay, flowering, and yeah, it's just so pretty. Small one. This is a small anthurium. So yeah, and I got another one from in my bedroom, so I'll show it to you in a minute. I'll just go grab it. I'll take it down. So yeah, so hang on, see you in a minute. Here I am. The last plant I'm going to show to you is this a Peperonia prostata. It's in my bedroom. It hangs by the window, and I just took it out, and it's in flowers. It's tiny flowers, and yeah, it's so pretty. Tiny leaves. So I'll put it down in a minute. It's just to show it to you. I hope it will not sit on those leaves. Here we go. That's it. The plant itself desperate for water, but yeah, here it is in buds. The buds are very tiny. They're very, yeah, the flowers are very tiny. Yeah, so yeah, that's the flower, that's the leaves. It's quite pretty little thing plant. I like the leaves. That is the leaves if it's got adequate amount of sun, it develops like that. But if it's grows like this if providing adequate amount of sun. But if you're not, your plant will be like not so darker, it's light, that one. So yeah, that one is quite light, so I move it in by the window. So that's what it looks like now. And this is just grows like this, hanging by the window of mine. And it's, yeah, pretty little thing. So yeah, so that's all my plants in flower, guys. I hope you do like the video, and subscribe if you like. And those are all my happy little thing plants. All right, guys, hope you have a good time and a good day, and yeah, happy Easter, everyone. Bye.